Today, we're going to be talking about Dr. Roxy, a plastic surgeon that thought it was a good idea to live stream her surgeries on TikTok. And on top of that, she became so focused on her social media presence and her live streams that she botched 3 of her surgeries, causing life-threatening issues for her patients and permanently ruining their body.
Dr. Roxy claims that this will change her life forever. Well, she has single-handedly forever changed the lives of at least 3 people.
But obviously she's really not paying attention. She's talking to the camera, she's talking to people across the room, and just not paying attention to while she's stabbing that in my neck.
So I totally feel like they were trying to gaslight me and make me feel crazy for going to the hospital when I thought there was an issue.
Rewatching it, I saw a couple cuts that she made when she was clearly talking to the camera.
It'll never go away because every time we look down and we see a scar, we're gonna remember.
I'm probably gonna lose my job over this, so don't know what I'm gonna do.
This is the story of how social media consumed a plastic surgeon so much to the point to where she lost focus of what she was really there to do, which was to take care of people. But instead, she started using her social media outlets as a funnel for her to make money. She saw it as money signs. And we're going to take a deeper look into this and take a look at exactly what happened. Dr. Roxy grew a large following of 840,000 on TikTok. She would do TikTok trends and educate people about plastic surgery. But when she realized it was going to make her a lot of money, she started taking it a little too far and started live streaming the surgeries. And I don't know about you, but if I was going to go get surgery done, I would want the doctor's full attention on me and not answering questions or talking to chat while she's doing this. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, hit that subscribe button. We're getting really close to 4,000, and especially if you're enjoying it and want to see more content like this. Thank you. And according to the lawyer of the 3 people that came forth to talk about this and sue her, said that they were pressured into being on these live streams, even though they didn't want to be.
There was, I'm told, some subtle pressure exerted on some of the patients who didn't want to be the subject of a TikTok video or have their procedure recorded. And she would be persistent about obtaining their permission in order to get that.
And I don't blame them to not want their procedure done live on camera, because I wouldn't want somebody to see that being done to me. Would you? But she was pretty persuasive because a lot of these people that were coming to her were technically her TikTok fans. And one in particular really didn't do much research, but instead believed everything that Dr. Roxy was saying because, you know, Dr. Roxy was doing this live and she was putting so much information out there in a very vulnerable way to where it made the people that went to see her feel very safe. Like they could trust her. And so you can imagine that she didn't have to be too persuasive to get these TikTok fans on her live streams, even though they didn't want to.
So you assumed because she was this TikTok personality that she was going to do a great job on your breasts.
Yeah. If you're brave enough to live stream surgery and you're that transparent, you would just assume, you know, that she's not having the issue she was having.
But Kelsey says she suffered major complications.
And she's not the only one, because there is a whole Facebook group full of people that had issues with Dr. Roxy. But as far as I know, only 3 came forward. The vice president of the medical board recommended that Dr. Roxy's license be revoked because of the life-altering reckless treatment provided to those patients. He said that Dr. Roxy's social media presence amplified her reckless behavior and accused her of using it to grow her brand and not to educate. So even according to the vice president of the medical board, they suspected that she was using her social media just to make extra money. She didn't care about her patients. She got fame hungry, money hungry. She just wanted it all. She started to lose sight of what was actually important, and that's the people she's helping. One patient, according to the board's notice, received a Brazilian butt lift, tummy tuck, and liposuction from Dr. Roxy in July 2020. The patient saw Dr. Roxy again in March 2022 for more cosmetic procedures. And Dr. Roxy looked at and spoke to a camera while engaged in liposuction on the patient's abdomen, the board said. Which, if you don't know, a BBL or Brazilian butt lift is one of the most dangerous procedures you can get in cosmetic surgery. And the fact that she was doing live streams during this is extremely scary. A few days after the surgery, the patient was hospitalized and found to have a perforated small bowel and a small tissue infection. And in another instance, a patient went under anesthesia, including liposuction and Brazilian butt lift. The next day, the patient went to the emergency room because she was experiencing severe abdominal pain and cramping and had to have severe surgeries on her stomach. The third patient in December 2021 for a breast augmentation. A few days later, the patient reported nausea and bleeding from her breast and was treated at the clinic. After the patient reported pain, a nurse practitioner then treated her at the clinic, but the patient had to be hospitalized for a faster than normal heart rate at the hospital. She was found to have an infection that required treatment and the removal of her breast implants. Dr. Roxy's medical license was revoked and she is no longer in practice. But the scary thing is if you were a patient of hers and you found out that she's no longer in practice and you go to get some checkups, you can no longer do that. You have to find a different doctor, and that can be very difficult to do, especially when you are having some issues going on. And that's exactly what this next patient I'm showing you here experienced.
I am on my way home from the Roxy house, and I was told before I left that her license has been suspended as of Friday. So my surgery was on Thursday, and they shut her down and took her license, and it's temporarily suspended for an investigation. Nobody's telling me anything, and I feel like I have the right as a patient, and considering that I was there for surgery on Thursday and her license were taken Friday. But nobody's telling me anything, so it would make sense as to why everything was canceled on me, because I was supposed to have lymphatic massages, and mysteriously everything was canceled. They said that my post-op was going to be canceled. Everything was canceled, and I know absolutely nothing. So, yeah. But I think it's absolutely wrong that they did not tell me the entire time that I was there at the house that she was shut down.
What a scary experience she must have felt, having to deal with that situation, not knowing what was going to happen. She did release an update, and here is that.
Hi, everybody. Just wanted to give everybody a quick update as what's going on. So, sorry. I went in the ER on Friday, and today is Sunday, and I'm still here. They're gonna keep me again. I have lost track on how many IV antibiotics that I've been given. But I have definite infection. I know one is a staph infection, and there's another one, I'm not too sure what it's called, but I'm supposed to see an infectious disease doctor today. Just trying to get through this. I'm probably gonna lose my job over this, so don't know what I'm gonna do for money. But it is what it is, and I will get through this. at this point, I just want to be home with my children and my family. So I appreciate everybody's positive thoughts. So sorry for me looking disastrous. But just please continue to, prayers and everything else, and try to share this as much as possible, so hopefully more people come forward, because this is not okay. She's basically flipped my life upside down. Pretty much hopefully not, but possibly losing my job. Just the mental stress that I've gone through. So being away from my family. So again, I appreciate everybody thinking about me. So I will keep you updated.
She does have a Cash App on her TikTok if you'd like to go over there and show a little support. But the last time she's updated on the situation was around Christmas time of 2022. So I'm not sure if she's doing better, but she has a couple more update videos if you'd like to go check that out on TikTok, and there's her username right there. When you begin to see the real severity of what it actually does to your mental and the stresses it causes you and the things you're going through when something like this happens, it's really, really scary. Dr. Roxy went before the medical board, and this was her defense. She said she had reflected on the board's critiques over the past year and saw how she had fallen below the board's ideal in multiple ways. She added that she made social media videos because she loved teaching and wanted to explain cosmetic surgery to people outside of the medical field. But as I stand here today, I see how many of those videos appeared silly and unprofessional, she said. She said that her husband had left her because of the stress from the situation. Her children had been harassed at school because of the media attention, and she had to fire 20 employees at her clinic, Roxy Plastic Surgery in Powell. And like I said before, as of today, her license was revoked and she's no longer in practice. And she was fined around $4,500, which I find kind of crazy because of the impact she had on so many people's lives, the negative impact she had. In my opinion, I see this as something that should require jail time. To have such little care over someone's body when you should be a professional figure in this industry, yet you're over here treating it like it's some kind of game. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. And if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this situation, and leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to support more content like this, consider becoming a Patreon and get your name at the end of my videos, as well as some cool benefits. I plan on updating these benefits sometime in the future. I'm really big into plants now, and I would like to incorporate some kind of plant accessory type thing for some higher tier Patreons in there. That's going to be somewhere down the line, but it's something I definitely want to do. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.